Strike hater Harry Russell.
He's got a statement prepared as well, so Harry,
what do you have to say about Australian Counter-Strike, Harry?
No, I like Australian Counter-Strike. That's where
that's not what you're saying in the green room.
All the best analysts and casters we have come from there.
Oh, thank you very much.
There you go, Chad. I'll butter your biscuit. Get him back on side.
Now,
now you're going to be the one getting bullied. All right. Third map.
A running theme of Pro League.
Oh, well, actually, how fitting's this? The randomizer put us here in a unique way, right?
Exactly,
so
Harry.
if you want to tie this back into a bit of Mirage and Chad be the Titan, that is this matchup. But hell, we've seen it happen before. There's the, oh, God.
Oh!
Jesus, look at him go. He owns the apartments. coldzera with a new highlight reel added to the tally. He's on for the ace.
Give it to him.
Give it to him. And of course, can't have all of them, but 4 will do.
4 will do nicely, Harry, and that is remarkable. It sounded like 4 taps in a row as well. Bear in mind, Rooster.
Dude, that was insane.
They don't play the map. They've gone for a very basic B execution here. The smoke over, the flashbang deployed, it does nothing.
That's like one of the cleanest USP rounds I've seen in a bit. Like that
they didn't really make him work that hard.
No,
for
they
it,
didn't make him work for it. You know, if you run at coldzera with nothing, he will just kill you.
And he'll take everything.
Yeah.
Well, this is probably going to be a quick map of Counter-Strike here, which is a little bit upsetting.
We've called it already. That's
saw the pistol round. Chad's like, well, they're screwed. They're done.
That's GG, but it was a good try.
We'll be able to tell by the first gun round, right? If they can't land basic mid-control utility, we're talking insta-window smokes, we're talking con mollies.
Oh, hang on. chelleos loves an opening frag,
doesn't he just?
Wants to get stuck in at every choke point on the map in the first 10 seconds, it seems. This time it yields a result, a 4-on-4, but they'll have to do a lot more than that to even stand a chance.
They have a lot of
round.
space here. Look how far in jungle they are.
With Glocks.
Hello. Oh, they stinked. chelleos can finish him off here. He's going to swoop, and there it is. The Deagle again, now pivoting towards CT. He's been spotted. They know there's a player. They know that the player's on site, and that's 2 out down.
And a plant?
You take that from 1 Deagle with armor, 3 kills, and a plant, and 80k. The Clutch Meister.
Yeah, well, there it is.
Straws.
A very successful round. chelleos actually paying off the debts of the Deagle and planting the bomb. Excellent work there. You'll take that all day long. No smiles on the faces just yet, but they've set themselves up nicely for round number 3 here. That was a full eco. They'll have plenty of cash here, $5,000 per player, so a full buy coming in. AK-47s across the board. Presumably, chelleos cannot afford the AWP. But it's where things get interesting. We'll see what.
chelleos has just bought a Tech 9, Henry. He could have bought an AK. He just bought a
okay,
Tech
that means
9.
they've got a set piece. They do set pieces off the bat. That's what they're doing.
Well, he's lining up a window smoke right now, and he's just trying to identify. So I'm going to stay on board with chelleos.
Yeah, we should.
Here. He obviously wants to get out the AWP to the next. 80k also hasn't bought any extra utility. He just bought a molly. So I think it's just a B pop.
A B play with him going in first
dear.
would make the most sense. There's a cannon fodder. He likes to throw himself into these choke points. He'll set up another smoke.
Missed window smoke as well.
Okay, Chad did say look out for that.
Yeah.
Not a good sign. And it didn't like just nearly miss. It was a full on. If you look on the mini map, it's down and lower right now.
So it wasn't even close.
No.
That doesn't bode well for the future. Either way, we did say it'll be a B play coming through. They've been spotted, but the commitment comes through either way. ASAP leading the charge here, taking considerable damage en route. coldzera opened up the fragging, looking for his second, and it's equal trades for now. Dumao rotating in from kitchen. Very good job. Nice grenade as well. Might finish off nettik, but not quite. Should be around for the Brazilians, but we'll see what they can make of it. The plant comes through, and another smoke and HE deployed towards that kitchen area.
Oh, dearie me. Okay, well, this would be one way to get the fire started. chelleos has grabbed one back. 2v2. Missed flash. Nice nade. Needs to do it all here. chelleos at range. Spam through. He knows. He knows where the final player is. And it's the young gun. Nice! Next, we'll get the clutch done. All right, well, sad, man.
It was a decent try, at least.
Right,
and missed smoke towards middle.
To lighten the mood, I have some Rooster facts for you.
Please.
Roosters make sure their hens eat before they do. So kind of gentlemanly there.
Yeah.
Props to the
Showing
Roosters.
some chivalry.
And I guess maybe that's like a metaphor for what they're doing right now with chelleos.
Allowing them to eat.
He's allowing them to eat, and now he feasts himself on the AWP that he gets to bring out in this round.
It's true. We'll see what he can make of it. And round number 4, first gun round slips by the wayside, but saving some cash and the loss bonus racking up. They do have an attempt here. But things not looking good. It's not a map they play. Just to reiterate that one final time, a veto blunder. You don't see many of them, but chelleos with the opening frag. He's actually looking pretty handy here.
chelleos plays Mirage.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can see that.
Let me go check their FACEIT profiles. Let's see.
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Get that
maybe
data.
they do.
Oh, TJP, so blind. And dead over towards ramp. Control taken by 00Nation. And they've landed the window smoke. Go on.
Let's go.
Go on. Things are going the right way for the Roosters. Of course, if there is no rooster in a flock, then a hen will step up to take charge.
Now that is interesting.
That's kind of sick.
He hasn't played any FACEIT while he's been in Europe. Unless, maybe these are European. Let me have a look. Container Tim on the other team here.
That sounds like an Australian name.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And then when you click his account, is a spider demon. That's an Aussie. All right. And QZ farming them up. And there's coldzera with the close. Goes on a bit of a tear. And 00Nation is still racking up rounds. Oh,
yeah.
Is that a Danish player?
Yeah, so maybe this was European Counter-Strike. It looks like it maybe was.
Okay, nice. So they are getting some EU CS.
In the FACEITs, but
what maps were they playing?
That's a good question. I'm trying to get back there. We'll get there eventually. Oh wait, I've got it here in a different tab. So there's some Mirages here.
Whose account we looking at?
chelleos. Yeah.
Okay, he's the Mirage player. Who looks the most out of their depth right now, Henry?
We'll have a look at the scoreboard. We've got two players on the Slayer right now. It's ASAP and TJP.
Can you get us up
chelleos
TJP?
is finding that opening frag again, but he had the only AK-47. So him going down with an equal trade doesn't do a whole lot for them.
Especially not because he died over at ramp with no one else nearby. So that gun is irretrievable. And 00Nation were even patrolling close to the ramp.
And it's going from bad to worse here. As TGP has dropped coldzera, very comfortable frag here. They are in full control.
Also, like, yeah, if you're going to face coldzera, the coldzera with no flashbangs, no util, nothing to really even make him work for it, I think he's going to have a very good time. As we're seeing right now, that's another dry swing. Who's going to face him next? Oh, well, just catching L's all day long from coldzera.
Oh, this is rough. Just to reiterate one final time, elimination game here.
Oh, okay, sorry. That was actually serious.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were going down the route of, like, the nuke. The nuke man, bringing that up again.
No,
That's
I
why
wasn't.
I was like
I just wanted to
laughing.
set the scene for where we found ourselves at this stage in the tournament.
Right.
Finally, all the lives have been used. We're on the last chance section of
the last
bracket.
chance.
And
the final last chance.
The final last chance. It was a 16-3 victory for the Roosters on Anubis. They looked world class. They looked like one of the best teams on the map. They had a 12-3 lead on the T side of Inferno. It continued the conversation, and now they've given that map up and they find themselves potentially 6-0 down as they commit towards the A site, and things just not working out at all. A couple of AKs remain. 1 minute 30 on the clock as well. This round has fallen apart very quickly. We've got chelleos, in-game leader, and ASAP trying to make something of it, but surrounded, and it's just crumbling.
This sucks. Can we go back like 2.5 hours ago and let them redo the veto and start the whole day again?
Yeah, go on. Just this one.
All right, yeah, fine. All right. We'll do it. Come on then. Stop,
Okay.
pause the game.
Right, let's get out of this one. We'll run it all back. Get over to the desk.
Get the interviews going
Hey,
again.
Harry, record
We
that
can
cold open
restart
again.
the ping pong at least.
Yeah.
Another run for
I
me and
get
you,
to
Chad.
play against the SSD again, the Serbian spin doctor. I get to
First seed in both tournaments and out in the first round.
Yeah, man. The pressure gets to me. I got to say, there's a lot of pressure.
I want to bring everyone's attention to something I've just found here while looking through TJP's FACEIT history. He queued with one MC. That is the MC.
Yeah, Legendary
occasionally
Observer
sits
MC
back there.
and
J-Raz,
Rushley.
who is currently back there. Pex, another name that we know quite well.
Yeah.
And Rushley.
Yeah.
And TJP had to
They kept that
carry
one
their
quiet,
sorry
didn't they?
asses, 37
Dude, I
frags,
can't
so-
believe Rush, 12 and 7. And MC is always flexing how good he is, 11 and 22. Yikes, dog. I'd be embarrassed to be
Wow,
an observer at
Harry.
that
Did they win
moment.
though at least?
They did win, 16-13.
Oh, that's something, I suppose. I'm not sure they'll be winning this one, though. I'll be honest. It's coldzera once again. He's going to feast on the players jumping out of the B apartments here. And Latto, well, he'll have a mop-up duty here, but not really much to be done. Maybe a plant.
Yeah, this is kind of weird. In the site, TJP dancing around the smokes, doing a bit of damage, but ultimately, how can you beat a USP at that sort of range?
You can't.
This is man, I'm a little sad because a lot of these rounds have just been like, we'll rush B and this time it'll work.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
Well, that's what their gameplay's been like. It's like cores from spawn, essentially, set pieces or rushes, especially on a map they don't play. You can see that coming to the forefront even
but there's not even been, in any of these B play, there hasn't been a flash. No one's been blinded. coldzera's just holding it from short, man. How many times are you going to let him multi-kill before someone's like, maybe we should get
Harry
rid of that
talking
guy.
about utility.
I know!
That's
and if I'm seeing it!
Poor Harry.
Poor old Harry.
So I want to do some maths here for everybody playing at home.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So if you, everyone, 15 plus 7. Can we do that together?
Yeah.
Yep.
What's that?
22.
Okay, of the last 22 rounds, Rooster have won 2.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't bode well at all. When you put it like that.
Someone had to put it like that.
And the 7-0 down here on Mirage, and
Yeah, but how many rounds did they win of the first 22 rounds, right? I imagine
The majority.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
pretty sound 19, I would
It
have
looked
guessed.
pretty good if you look at the first half of the series. It's the back 9 holes where, you know,
Yeah.
it's the back 9 where it tends to give us the most trouble.
well, it's the opening pick this time. We're on to something here. Dumal removed from the connector position, but a reaction here from Next. He'll actually be exploring the options towards the T-ramp, and he might find more than he bargained for.
Honestly, this is great for my fantasy. coldzera's on my list, and he's just farming right now at 12 and 2. They're going to set up for the A play. Our Rooster.
Oh, he's back. He's back for more.
They start to aggro in a ramp. Next is going to get flashed off, but he's dodged it. Oh, he gets the info. 2 players in at ramp, tries to get out of there, but he's dinked on the retreat. They are out there in Tetris, and they've got him boxed in. He should be a dead man, but a great flash sets him up for 1 at least. Loses coldzera in the meantime. 2 men. Advantage for Rooster. Latto over the top of Con will stop that bomb plant. Very little time left here. ASAP trying to plant, and QZ could stop this bomb plant right now, but doesn't leave it to chance with the spam. Up over the stairs, and QZ hits a blinder, but ASAP was there to trade. And so Rooster in round number 8 get there first on the board.
It's the start of something here. They can still win the half. Plenty of Counter-Strike left to be played on the T side. Money's off and towards the underpass. It was a scrappy endeavor, but finally got that bomb planted and went out in the 2 versus 1. ASAP just had to hit one of those bullets, and he connects.
His last bullet?
Yeah, I think it was. Wasn't quite on the head, but it gets the job done. And, well, chelleos, again, going for the opening pick, this time not successful.
I guess he has to. He's the only one who's found really anything. He's 4-0 in opening duels for the team at this point. So I feel, especially with the situation they find themselves in due to the veto snafu, that he probably feels like he needs to be that crowbar now more than ever, which has already been quite a consistent fixture. But to go from winning your first round to now potentially being back down in the squalor, this one here is... This is one of those games that it's a hard one to explain, but when you go into a match and you have these expectations and you're playing it and you're calling your rounds, you blink and you miss it. Like the first 6 or 7 rounds of a game can fly by, especially if you haven't been getting a lot of kills. You don't feel like you've been in the game at all, and that also makes you feel idle. But it's just gone by so fast because every time you do have an opportunity to wield that mouse and look for those frags, you're dead meat. Dead like a dog's dinner, as ASAP now has himself a 1-on-4. Found the first, 3 more to find. Needs to find that bomb and will. Volley towards jungle. And, well, with Dumal coming around through the palace position, I'd say this one's
honestly,
already
he's
done.
kind of screwed. Like, with all the util left as well, there wouldn't have been a way back into that 1v3. They had a nade over in Palace. They had a molly on coldzera as he rotates around. He had a nade as well. ASAP was at like 40 HP. That's more than enough util to kill him.
Oh, boy.
I want to lighten the mood, but this does feel a bit like a funeral.
It's a somber tone, to say the very least. Considering the hype levels of map number 2 after the first half, just because of the storyline, this underdog hadn't even won a map in the tournament so far. We're about to knock them out. They're on the precipice of taking 00Nation out. coldzera out of the tournament.
Yeah.
But for now, it's another partial buy as they leap through the smoke, taking a lot of damage en route. The shooting gallery is open for business once again, and it will be at least partially successful for potentially a plant. Bad smoke.
There's
though.
a
That's
smoke
got to be the
throwing
worst smoke.
over towards this position, I guess, vaguely. But they're going to win the round, of course, here.
Yeah,
Now it's left to
wins
Latto. 1v2. There's util everywhere. Some of it Does make his life harder. Makes his way up through the connector now. Starts to move
He's got
in.
a HE. If he can land it on TJP's noggin here, that is a freebie.
Ooh,
Spotted
swinging out.
Oh.
TJP's giving him that fight. The 1v1 now locked in.
He has got an incendiary as well. He throws that in Palace, rounds over.
But the first nade says he doesn't know where he is at all. I don't think he'd use the incendiary towards Palace. Probably ramp here and won't even get the chance to use it. So chelleos, nice clutch. Second round.
Take it.
It's going to be touch and go.
And Money will be in a questionable position as well. This is like eco territory.
If anything, this is making me sadder because like they're missing the util. They're not throwing execs. That was like a low econ
feature.
round, and then they actually win it anyway. It's like they have the individuals, they have the ability to go toe-to-toe with 00Nation, but here, I just don't think they're going to have the depth. They're just not going to have the depth. Yeah, like, you know, you're always going to squeak a couple of rounds past them on individual merit.
Well, this one should be in the bag. Needless to say, just up against the USPs here.
Yeah, no one's ever lost this round.
I think that's fair.
Well, at least not yet.
I keep making these claims. So like, no one's ever done this.
Did you see that we've hit the all-time record again for
CSGO players?
Current players? CSGO just break 1.4 million players for the first time.
Wow, imagine when you know what
1.4
drops.
million.
Imagine what's going to happen then.
Valorant 2.
When Valorant 2 comes out, yeah, that would be crazy.
Dude, I heard they're adding a racing mode. It's going to be sick.
What's
Pulling up
Valorant?
and, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
This is going to be a third.
Kind of like Mario Kart, but
Better.
with wizards.
Yeah.
Oh, Mario's a wizard in his own way.
Kind of. I mean,
I
he's
thought
more
more
of
of a plumber.
than a wizard.
I was actually a plumber. I don't know.
Is that how you like upsell it down under? You're like, I'm the water wizard. Oh, they're gonna make the bombs here. Is this weird?
No, it's fine, Harry.
It's
Don't worry,
fine.
man.
Okay, don't worry.
That's all good, man.
Yeah, so like the water wizards, you call them around.
Well,
they-
I meant
they
more
sort the
because, like,
pipes
I don't
out.
know if you guys ever played the game. Mario collects a star and becomes invulnerable for a period of time.
But I think the
or-
star's magic, not Mario, because that's why like he needs the star.
So you
right?
think
like,
any person could just take the power of the star and use it in the same way Mario could? You think any person could do that?
I mean, Luigi can, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
But
So-
But he's related. It's the
they're-
same bloodline.
they're
Okay.
So,
But
And
that's
what about
true.
the fireballs?
That's true.
oh, he does wield fire.
He doth. He doth. That's an irrefutable.
One of those.
kind
right?
of like
Latto.
like a curly wrist Spider-Man.
I bet Latto wished he had a couple fireballs there, boys. How are you? Is this like a
That's how-
softball throw?
It's sort of like,
this?
I think that's how Mario, throws them. It's more like, it's one of those, he kind of launches a projectile from his wrist with that
So he's
motion.
like, take
Can't-
this.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
Also, Yoshi can like do some.
You mean Yoshi?
stuff.
Yoshi, no, that's a debate we could have all
Yeah.
day.
Okay.
That's a debate we could have all day long.
I would say Yoshi.
I would say Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yeah, is that wrong?
I
In your
don't
book?
know.
No, you might be right, Harry. We could be wrong.
I'm playing Mario Kart. I want to play Yoshi, is what I would say.
That's what I would say.
I'm googling this.
That's what you Google
How
that.
to pronounce?
It's a Japanese word, right? It's probably Yoshi, to be fair.
It might be an
I would say.
execute, boys. They're selling mid pressure. They got the
Oh, yeah,
Windows
there
phone.
is a game.
It's in play.
Right.
The ASAP down towards connector. A ramp pressure coming through. Taking the fight. Nettik's found one. The trade not there. Getting away towards the apps is next. And the cavalry, well, it's coming.
It's actually looking pretty good here. I like the momentum behind this one, but ASAP oversteps the mark and brings it back to a 3-on-3 scenario. chelleos up high with the AWP, looking towards spawn. Has got some vision, has to lob the bomb down. Open plant and plenty of room to do so. A
Look at
boost
TJP's
towards
nades,
CT.
Henry. TJP still has a smoke molly and a flash here.
He certainly does. And no defuse kit currently for the CTs as they'll try and break their way out of the ticket booth here.
Nettik's in a very rough position here.
Yeah,
You can see he
he's
doesn't feel
overwhelmed.
comfortable.
Too much to patrol, needs backup, and he'll be taken down momentarily. TJP trying to rotate in and provide the covering fire. Next kill will be very influential here. Comes the MP9, the flashbang's decent. TJP, though, working in tandem with nettik. We're into the 1 versus 1. nettik closer it out.
All right.
And it's 4 on the board. They're
This
actually
is,
doing...
this is better, and they're starting to believe as well, right?
That's a nice round there. Really well put together.
And okay, so this timing's kind of weird, you know. It fits into the talk of like wizards and whatnot.
It's about Yoshi.
Mac, as in Mac mate,
Yeah.
has shoeyed the eggs, regardless of
He's already done it.
Rooster winning.
Wait, but they
He
haven't won yet.
No, but he said he was doing it to reverse the curse.
Okay.
So I get in the vibe, really, Mac just wanted to eat some raw eggs.
Is there
and,
video
like-
evidence? Can we
Yeah,
get on the broadcast?
yeah, it's on the Twitter sphere right now. We can bring that up at some
After
point.
this game, we'll definitely have a look at it. I've got to see that.
If we get a timeout, which definitely won't be called by Rooster,
True.
we
Still
can
haven't taken one in the tournament. What is going on?
I don't know. It's kind of sick. It's like it's thick,
mind
it's
games.
fast, you know.
It is those things, but full eco pretty much for 00Nation. At the top end, they've got a couple of Zeus's here, and for now, Palace control. Chad has got the intel.
Yeah. So when we do get a time, well, okay. Next eco.
Do I have to put on this screen?
No, I can do it from this screen here. Nice. I don't know. Production, are we able to bring up my monitor now? And if the answer is yes, then we can put it. We can put it picture in picture. We don't have to put it full screen for everybody. I don't know. All right, we are going to bring it up here. I just have confirmation coming in from production. So I have fast-forwarded MacMate's video a bit here, and I will warn you before we put this pip, if you have young children, please make sure they avert their gaze. He is wearing a tank top.
With a huge mustache as well.
And the guns are on show. Yeah. So you need to, you know, if you have any impressionable children around, make sure they do not see this. We don't want them to have to. Here it is. Okay, so he's doing a bit of a preamble. That's what's going on right now. I don't know what he's saying. But I can tell you...
Come on, the boys, etc.
Yeah, there'd be quite a strong Australian accent here. There's one egg just being cracked into the shoe.
This is, of course, representative of, like, every Australian. Mac is, like, your typical Aussie.
And here it goes. 2 eggs in the shoe. It's about to get yolky.
Dude, the shoe's going to be gross now. Like...
God, actually, I'm heaving. I was joking before I was leaving.
Oh, it looks disgusting. Why does he hold it up at the end?
Okay, well...
Mac's losing his marbles, man. Is this what Aussie Counter-Strike does to you? Like...
Wow. Well... You got to respect the dedication, right? Like, how many people put it on the line?
I do. Watching like Mac's gradual insanity set in over the last few years, while he's also just getting like ridiculously swole.
He's hench, isn't he?
Has been like a delight to see. I'm glad that everyone's got to join in for that.
I hope we get to see him soon. We can all do it together.
Yeah,
get a big carton of eggs. Yeah, we get like 32 eggs, and we can all do it together on the couch. I think next season that's what has to happen.
I feel
Jackie can bring one of his eggs.
Yeah. Yes, if he ever gets here, bring some eggs, Jackie.
We'll break him out.
Well, this is 5 rounds to the good here. If
they've really turned this one around.
If they can get them 6 is doable. 6, we're having a conversation. This is on. If it's a 10-5, I'm not feeling. Look at this creep. Look at this crawl. Look at this explode through the smoke. Well, the explosion is for next with his first. The AWP rings true. The leg shot there, but they don't know that there's confirmed damage. And, well, that 6 might have to wait. Hasn't been knocked out the park, that's for sure. The reposition, the reroute, ASAP late through the underpass. Next is clearing out towards the Palace position. chelleos is actually making his way back over here. Now, this is a very difficult clear for him, and I don't even know if he'll be ready. You can see scoped in the entire way. So, next.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that is a great find there. chelleos was in between clearing 2 angles there, so a good one to get. A dink copped for the troubles.
But a chance at least. The round is not all said and done. They still have a minute on the clock. The bomb is in T-spawn heading towards A ramp as 2 players make their way through connector as well. So the A split is confirmed. Smoke down towards jungle. We'll hope there's no gap this time. And they're creeping on through. They're going to be investigating towards CT spawn here.
Look at nettik's util.
Looking to lead the charge here. NQC though misses out an easy one. And that could be a double kill now. nettik with the swing. Should be able to find the kill here. The nade will do it. They'll do it all day long.
Oh, they were so focused. They didn't think about coldzera through the connector. And there's one more through CT. chelleos isn't looking. He's a dead man walking. Oh, 00Nation, they handle business. It was a 5-on-3 situation. It was their round to lose. And they don't let it go down that way.
Any more Rooster facts?
No, I just got sent something haunting. With all the raw egg talk.
I don't want to see it.
Did get sent someone drinking 30 eggs in 45 seconds.
I don't want to see
please stop sending us egg videos.
So is it fine to eat raw eggs? I always thought you got like salmonella or something if you ate
salmonella, of course.
Is that what it's called?
No, it's
from the sciatica grill.
You can get salmonella from raw eggs. That is true, but in some places, no, you can't. So
okay,
that's like,
so it's probably fine.
Probably fine.
I would say don't do it at home, though. Don't replicate it unless you're a trained professional, perhaps.
Yeah. Check.
Check
with the relevant authorities.
Just a little PSA there.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone replicating what they see. The stunts here are done by professionals only. We've had a few of them so far. We all remember the golf club incident down on the stage there. Stunts are done by professionals only. So please don't eat eggs. Don't hit golf balls out of your mouth.
And we do have a safety team here that double checks everything we do before we do it.
It's true. So yeah, do not replicate anything you see on this show.
Well, that's 6 still available here. Who's believing?
in
Yeah, why not?
Rooster.
They just need 6. If they get 6, they can win.
I don't know. Let's have a look. The setup right now is one player in T-spawn with the bomb. That's chelleos, and he's got the AWP. They're heading in for a B execution, what looks likely to me. ADK looking towards the flanks, and it's actually a prime call, considering there's just one player here doing the pixel jump, hoping to deploy a smoke upon contact, but not committing to B just yet. ASAP wants to explore options towards middle, and they're smoked off in the Bartmans now.
Oh, the reposition, the pivot back over towards this A stack is about to get very, very dicey. Next close ramp, NQZ's AWP ticket, coldzera and Doomao connector / jungle. Oh dear.
Yeah, they're positioned well to deal with this, aren't they? However, there's an opener. Doomao down in the connector, out of the round now. Next has got to try and do this, but they're coming his way. Close to the smoke. He's done a lot of damage, but someone's going to capitalize. It's not NQZ. Out of the round. Latto in one of these clutches again. chelleos still alive with HP. He's the man you want in this post-plant with that AWP. Low HP for nettik and ADK, but they can end this with 1 kill in the right place. Latto moving around. I think you saw the man in a firebox there, has a bit of an idea as to what's happening in this round. Knows where 1 of 3 are, but there's the swing from chelleos, a confident way to play the 3v1, and that will give Rooster that 6 that they so desperately needed heading into this second half.
I get advances, this increases chances. My life is like a prom, but there ain't no dances. I'm standing in this hall getting funny glances. I was raised as a youth, but was missing parents. I was raised by my granny, shit, I miss my granny. Hardly raised by my daddy, but I miss my daddy. Wasn't raised by my mother, but I miss my mother. I ain't get to know my mother, but I actually loved her. Strange. I made the studio my home. Every time I touch a microphone, I'm at home. Every time I hear a metrodome, I get in the zone. Every time I get into the zone, I'm usually all alone. Home, it's where the heart is, pop. It's where our art is, usually goes the heart is, pop. It's where our art is, showing them that you are hip-hop. Long as you finish, doesn't matter where you started. I'm home. When I win, I'm alone. When the wind blows in and I won't lie. Oh, and home, I get home, go home, get home, go home, get home, go home, get home. Why? Love. So home is where the heart is, yeah. I said I'm in love with my hood, just know my love ain't lust. Haters said he had my chick, just know my broads ain't touch. Don't be snitching on my clique and get my dog caged up. Look for smoke and get you all blazed up. Like a chimney, aggressive with the ace when I hit your face with the mini-me. Have to switch the plates when I use the K on the enemy. I shoot it's automatic like bad habits and tendencies. All in the back, puffing the remedy. With a 9 on my lap, she like a 10 to me. I started from scratch, now the epitome. These rappers on my sons, y'all motherfuckers be kidding me. I'm smoking blunts out the Range Rover, the chain smoker. Dangerous, pretty ugly with Dracos if you ain't noticed. My hometown is a war zone and it ain't bogus. The fridge is filled with a gang of coke and it ain't soda. When I win, I'm
Well, they do say you shouldn't count your chickens before they hatch, but no one said anything about drinking your eggs before the Roosters close out a series. And now
looking for some openings, some better calling as the first half went on. Now on the quote-unquote easier side.
Right.
I say that quote-unquote because this is a map that they're not familiar with as far as, well, what they were hoping to play today. Let's see how this one unfolds.
What a wild series of events, and it looks to be an exact same pistol as what we saw in the first half.
But this is like Inferno, where they played 4 players stacking B and chelleos solo A. It's the same thing, just a different map.
Well, the commitment comes through, and this time it's nettik to try and mow them down, and it's the same result, really. The flashbang doesn't seem to do anything. They've been pushed back, 5-on-3, and no utility remaining here. So looking for opportunities, and ASAP will present a juicy one.
Okay, well, wanted to confirm if they were still there or not, but does give up his life by doing so.
Unnecessary, unfortunately, but still, with the man advantage, not all is lost.
They do have the kit and the smoke for ADK at least, right? So if we find ourselves in an awkward scenario here, they might be able to dig themselves out of that hole. And I can see from where I'm sitting right now, the Rooster entourage is pretty vast over there. I can count 2, 4... I can see at least 6 people from where I'm currently sitting who are here from the Rooster support team. I'm assuming it's family members and friends alike. So they would love to see the boys get to continue for yet another day of play here. But this pistol round, Harry, feels integral if we want to see them pull this one off. There they are. Highlighted for everybody playing at home. 7 people. I couldn't see the gentleman on the beanbag.
Thanks for clearing that up.
You've let it all down, man.
We do like to be completely accurate here at Pro League, and official statement and apology will be released after this game.
That is XV I caramba.
Well, the pistol round continues here. It's been a long, drawn-out affair, considering how it started, but looks like the Australians might be able to close things out. But you're right, the bombs being planted, they are indeed incredibly low. The USP wallbang, not known to be the most powerful, doesn't quite connect this time. And now this round is back on. It was a 5-on-3 disadvantage. And now, in terms of HP, they actually have more. We'll see whether this is going to be going in favor of 00Nation. That prime kill toward the steps is available to them.
Here comes the TJP.
Oh, another dink. Everyone's low now. ADK was the only man with health to play with. And he's a dead man. Dumao finds him up through ramp. TJP gets activated. But there's very little time here. You're playing with fire. There's the smoke. Dumao moving in on the bomb. They're sticking this. 1 bullet.
Double knife, double knife.
Double knife.
Oh!
He missed it. The defuse stuck.
He knifed him after.
Yeah.
He got those knife kills.
3 grand.
Oh, he's got 6.7k.
Orb. Let's go. It doesn't matter. You lost the round. You bring out the orb in the second round. No one sees that coming, surely.
I feel like maybe you dropped 2 AKs.
No, come on now.
Oh, they went the orb.
They went the orb route.
You don't know this team.
All right,
chelleos needs the AWP.
That's fair. I mean, you know, the Rooster always makes sure the hens stay eaten.
Exactly. That's it. That's what it's all about. And it's actually pretty considerable. An AWP, a couple of chelleos there, a potent setup, and it's NQZ.
I have an issue with this, though, because if the orb doesn't get room, oh, he will get room. There's only 2 smokes left, and there's not one towards Palace right now. I say the options are limited, but they're going to explode here. 3 players on the site, and they're out.
Up on the line, holding for a jungle swing. But one man's already out there. nettik playing the left-hand side. You're not going to know about this AWP till it fires off that first bullet. So you really hope that NQZ can make that element of surprise count for something. Dumao already dead, but there's a trade back from coldzera. The AWP fires off now. They know that it's in play. They swing it together, and they drop it out of the round. Nexter's been able to retrieve that. Still trapped up in Palace with the bomb.
They can go back to B if they'd like. They don't have to commit towards A. Connect to smoke in the sky.
See what they can make of it. 45 seconds here. That smoke does land.
He will have to disrespect it if they want a chance.
Yeah, so TJP does push through towards the steps position now. They're both here at the A site. The round's on a knife's edge as they drop the bomb down towards default, and it's ADK that's been detected, but the swing comes through. They're making this one work. 2 rounds in a row possible and converted. We go 9-8 here. The AWP is stifled, unable to get going as only 1 kill is found, and the 2 versus 3 there falls in favor of Rooster.
I feel, right, I know, Harry, you brought up the idea of 2 AKs. They would have had resembling a much better buy if they went for 2 AKs
That's
instead
why I thought
of the
that's what they were
AWP.
going to go for.
It's more fun though, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, we're here for
Definitely
the
a lot more
fun.
fun.
Henry's here for the... Well, that's right, mandatory
bro,
fun here at Pro League.
NQZ had a great time holding jungle for 30 seconds and then dying to a double swing.
Like, you don't see it too often. You want to be known as the team that had the AWP in the second round. I get it. It's a tantalizing prospect, and so is this B push. This could actually find a timing here, but the grenade does a lot of damage here. TJP started to mow them down. As we see ASAP ready and waiting as well, willing.
He's a good anchor, isn't he?
Yeah, he seems to nail these shots, no problem at all, no pressure.
He's got steady. I would say he has low sensitivity by looking at him there. And you two both have low sensitivity.
Yeah.
I know Henry and Harry. Because Henry, I played on your setup the other day.
Oh yeah, give me the review.
It was very low, your
What's your
sensitivity.
number?
800 DPI, 0.5.
So 1 sense on 400 DPI.
0.95, 400.
So you guys have the same sense pretty much.
Basically, within
He's lower than you.
0.05.
No way.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
I thought I had the lowest send out of anyone in CSGO. Yours can't be lower than mine.
Yeah.
Well, that explains why both of you just kind of go for headshots, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Henry are very similar players, very cerebral in how we approach the game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
9-9.
Some say I could have been on London Mint if I was just born
If
a
you were
little-
alive, yeah, that would have
exactly.
been amazing. If you were
Would have been
alive at the
sick.
time.
Well, we needed another.
Could have been like brothers right
We need
now,
another
Henry.
H name. We didn't have a. We had.
Husey?
There was a Huds G. There was a Husey. There was a Henry.
Could have been a Harry in there.
Could have been a Harry.
Could have been.
Could have used a Hugo as well. Could have been 5H.
Well, let's not go crazy. We're talking people who would have bought Glory to the London Mint franchise, right? I mean, come on.
Wow. Hugo, I'm sorry that.
Oh, that's a good nade. Look at that.
Bit of a bonus round
Next
here as well,
quarter.
Harry.
Out they come into the B site. Oh dear. One man down. Next dead. Dumao and Latto with a killer piece. They found a way in, but chelleos starts to arrive now. And they line up for him. chelleos has brought this back into a 2v2.
Nettik's here already. So is ADK. He's out and just fighting. This is crazy. They're biffing, they're bashing, and they're bopping. 00Nation right now. It's coldzera. And a 1-on-2. The legend, not the young legend, not the young veteran.
Certainly not.
Sorry, the way that like the little head just started appearing and like there was no reaction.
Henry said certainly not.
That was good. That was sick.
Rooster have taken the lead, boys.
Could
We're
you
7-0 down.
Could you imagine how demoralizing it would be losing Mirage
Look
to
at
a
this.
team who forgot to ban it?
Oh,
Yeah, no, I saw it. Don't you worry, Harry. I caught it. I caught it live.
I missed this. Thank you for that.
I didn't know what to say, actually.
No, it was a very peculiar situation.
Wait, is this a timeout?
For terrorist timeout, yeah, 00Nation.
Oh, and their first timeout of this map.
And there's a chance for the Rooster coach to speak. He doesn't get many opportunities.
What
so-
would he say right now?
All right, lads.
Oh,
no
God.
mic's up. Everyone doing okay? You are winning, so I assume everything's fine. See ya.
I'm interested about this whole dynamic here with the coach. I would like to hear from them about the
I
coach
think
situation.
it's the VIP ticket. Like, he must have purchased it. His best seat in the house.
No,
Like-
but if they win, if Rooster win, we have to ask them. We have to say, boys, why don't you take a timeout? We have
Yeah.
to ask that.
We have to. I'm not sure they'll give us a serious answer. They'll say something like just
we don't need it.
facetious.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
they'll
yeah,
say.
yeah. We'll get like the classic like kind of Aussie bravado
Exactly.
about
exactly.
it. Like,
I just know there would be no
you
point
know,
asking.
we just shoot him in the head.
Exactly. That's what they'll say. I'm calling that
All
now.
right, sick.
So not really much point asking, but we can try.
We will try.
We can definitely try.
We will definitely try. We will ask them about that and the veto. Because we need some
The
answers.
veto, they'll same thing again. They'll say, yeah, we just didn't count.
we knew we could be the one whatever
That's
man,
what they'll
so-
say. So, well, yeah, we can definitely ask some good
Oh.
questions. But hold on a second.
That one's
coldzera
free.
found a gap. The Tech-9 only good for one, though. ADK mows them down. A real chance there. And Dumao gives them no footing into the round, but unfortunately left down to NQZ. 3-on-1 and 11-9.
Do you know his name stands for not quite zebra?
No, I don't know if you're baiting, but is that what it is? I'm assuming it's not.
No, I don't know what his name stands for, but that'd be pretty good.
Not quite Zera, maybe.
Oh,
And
you
then that's
see, look,
even
a
cuter
smarter man
because
than I.
like he's in the team now with coldzera.
Yeah, I see what you've done there.
That could be lit.
Yeah.
We were playing Quiplash, so I'm very warmed up with the.
You were playing Quiplash.
Last
Yeah.
night we were,
Yeah,
yeah.
we played a little
We had like
Quiplash,
3
so-
rounds of it. Got a bit out of hand, as
we
you
were,
might imagine.
We were going to invite you, Chad, but then I don't know.
We
Trey
realised-
said don't bother. So
I said don't bother. Well, I don't think Chad would have come at that time regardless. So, yes, maybe not worth it.
Well, I would have still appreciated the invitation.
True.
I'm sorry.
Well, blame Harry and Trace, I think.
Mainly Trace, right?
It was Trace. Where is he?
Not here.
That rapscallion.
Oh, he's over there.
He's helping you get ready for a new move. By
What's
the
he
looks
doing?
Yeah,
Of things.
he's taking furniture out of the green room.
It's like hardwired into it.
Just helping move furniture non-stop.
Have to move things all day. Well, Rooster, this 2-round lead here, this CT half, spotless thus far. 5 on the trot. Let's see if we can make it 6. The gun's back out. NQZ with that AWP yet again. Back towards A with heavy presence. U2 being lined up. ASAP this time finds himself at A. He's been anchoring over towards that B bomb site, so a bit of a different setup here.
This is a lineup to get them to both drop right there. It didn't work the first time for Doomau, but that's what he was doing. Lets him throw this double lineup on a good timing. And now they've got this set piece ready to go. Smoke in at CT, but that was actually dropped by Rooster to try and play over the top of it. However, everyone in the site dies. A blaze of glory for 00Nation. They found a way in. A man up as well. Your last chance here is catching someone through the gap in this smoke.
Well, the bomb going down momentarily, waiting for the opportunity to get close enough to get the default. Key frag coming in here, and it's nettik to convert. 3-on-3, flashbang deployed as well, and chelleos trying to find a shot there, but overwhelmed, pushed back into the smoke. nettik will have to peek through, but the round is falling apart here. Nothing can be done, and we will find double digits for 00Nation.
It could have been a round where you could have justified a save right there if you were Rooster. I know that they were in connected, ready to fight, but as far as the cash situation goes, a save would have been much more beneficial for the long term of this matchup. And 00Nation are actually going to call another timeout here. So these 30 seconds where they get to stew in their juices. The coach is talking. The coach is having a conversation right now. He did.
Is he?
He did. No, he did. His mouth was moving. I promise you, I saw it. So, look, I think they are going to buy behind this. I can already see some purchases coming through. ASAP fully investing. He's dropped an AWP. chelleos looks like he dropped across an M4 and bought some Kevlar. There's a gun now in the hands of TJP with a silenced M4. nettik can get out an M4 as well, and it's just ADK now operating on an SMG of an MP9. There's a defuse kit. There's very, very light utility, and when I say very, very light, 1 incendiary, which is being juggled across here.
Well, here we go. A key round here, defining round almost of this series.
That's a fair statement.
We'll see whether Rooster, with the very little they have, can get round number 22 over the line. MP9 for ADK, or for chelleos. It's usually hit or miss. They really needed to come online here as they start to coordinate themselves outside the A bomb site. One player at the A ramp, and oh, there's presence everywhere. nettik surely got a freebie, but no, gets the knife out. Rotates towards connector. He had no idea. Could be the double kill, and they've converted it. The MP9 needs to strike hard, as it'll be the swing coming in. Doesn't have the bullets. 8 in the chamber, and that's going to be it. 4-on-2.
They might be able to catch cold up. Oh, okay. Well, that was the might be. This has to save now, gentlemen. You have to save now. There was a moment. There was a moment for sure. There's a couple of opportunities right there. Oh, does it feel worse if you come into this with how the veto went and how Inferno went, to lose in a close game or to lose in a blowout? To know we screwed up in the veto, we got blown out, and we lost convincingly, or we screwed up and we got close and we still lost.
If you got like 16-3 right now,
yeah,
you would just go, oh well.
Do you think so?
Like,
you think so?
No, well, hang on, hear me out. You would be like, yeah, we screwed up the veto, but that would like harbor the blame. Whereas now, I think if you bring it really close, you're like, man,
I would have more resentment for the veto if I lost this map 16-3.
That's true. That's a good point.
Than I did if I lose 16-12 or something.
But then wouldn't you always be hung up on the what if of like, man, if we nearly won Mirage, a map that we don't even play? Like,
that's my point. But I know in my heart of hearts that if we did play a map that we were prepared for or ready for the day, that we would have won.
Okay.
Right? Like, whereas...
And so that would help you cope.
Well, either way, there's no worse feeling in the world than losing.
Yeah.
It's the worst feeling.
You don't really soften that blow either which way, right?
No. So regardless, it is going to suck.
Harry, you experienced a couple of losses this week. Could you paint a picture with your words how it felt to lose?
Yeah, it's kind of like gradually, but very quickly, before you even notice, all the color fades out of the world. Everything becomes very dark. Suddenly,
feel a bit sick.
You kind of like have like a resentment to everyone that tries to talk to you. You don't want to be there. You want to be anywhere else. In fact, you just kind of want to fold up inside of yourself like a little black hole and just disappear out of existence. So
thank you. That was exactly what I was looking for.
ADK. Dead. and it's a done deal. There you go.
Yeah, perfect. And chelleos, poor guy on the other side of the map, AWP in hand. And that's going to be 00Nation taking the lead now as well.
You heard of AWAP, Rocky?
I haven't, but that's pretty cool. I like that.
Oh, what's that?
Whoa.
Jay always shows this, but nobody ever pays any attention. But the Illuminati are real.
Confirmed.
That right there.
Potentially.
I think that just confirms Source too.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah, I think that probably does.
Because how can maps exist when they're this broken? You know, this is Mirage. This is a staple of Counter-Strike. This is the Dust 2 of the modern day.
Yeah.
And there's a literal triangle.
Why don't you go and take a screenshot of that and send it to Valve?
Yeah.
It was right there. They watch everything.
You think Valve are watching right now?
Of course. I know them. They watch everything.
All right, Harry, tell us about Source 2 then, would you?
Okay, so basically, it's just like Source 1.
Combined.
Apart from it's like
a reimagination.
like a reimagination, like a retelling. Kind of like Source 1 meets like Lost slash Jurassic Park, if you could imagine it.
Okay.
I think I could imagine.
What about is there any Lord of the Flies in there?
There's no Lord of the Flies. They skipped over that. They weren't fans of that work.
Okay, fair enough. A little bit of the older catalogue. All right, Rooster.
What are we talking about?
This is the last opportunity right now, I would say, for Rooster to really get their claws.
Their beaks, their talons, I think they're called.
Talons.
Yeah, no.
Oh, dear.
Next. It's great for the new lad, isn't it? 18 kills for him, second to the top of the scoreboard on his team under coldzera. You can see him looking quite comfortable here on Mirage.
Dude, it is great as well to have Cold giving us performances like this. You know, the fact that he can, while he's even in like this leadership responsibility, is great. Just kind of thrust upon him for this tournament, but you wouldn't know it when you look at his numbers. coldzera throws that mid smoke in. Window smoke lands perfectly.
Love to see that. chelleos, though, taking matters into his own hands, as you might expect. An exciting but streaky AWPer. An ideal opportunity to open things up and tie back to a 4-4. Good work and fall back as well. ADK can...
They're still B-splitting here right now. They know the AWP's here, though.
Well, he's gone back to the kitchen. It's actually the rifle towards the van.
Oh, that's awkward. ASAP out of there, but chelleos with a lovely flick. Thins the herd, makes life that much easier. ASAP drops the bomb, coming up catwalk, and another from chelleos' AWP. Just Doom out, left to peek, but they're giving him a double. The bomb, if you remember, dropped out over towards the short side. So Doom out's got to cross into the crosshair of ADK in the market. Damage done, slows him down 15 seconds. He makes it to the bomb, but he won't make it back. The second crossing, too much for Doom out, and Rooster keep this game tied up.
They give too much away at the end.
Yeah, they could have definitely. If 3 stayed alive, this wouldn't be such a conversation how they're going to drop guns.
Yeah, there was no need for that at all. I get it. You're trying to take that final player down, secure the round, but there's so much residual cash. 00Nation I've got to buy regardless. And you offered up the AWP as well. 2 rifles thrown away. And you can see the ramifications now reflected in round number 25. We have an MP9. FAMAS and Barebone.
What's the sight here? Here comes the attack. They're coming in fast.
ASAP with the first. chelleos ready to reply. Swinging out with the AWP. He's given latto a double. TJP still tucked in. Waiting at this smoke, but he's got to deliver something big if Rooster want to go for this round. They don't know about it. He's waiting for the smoke fade, and it's nearly his time to pounce. nettik drawing the attention away. Let's TGP close the gap. They're both in at the van. Feet getting tickled. latto dead. TJP's pulled this back to the 2v2, but the bomb's getting out of there, and coldzera in the position to win the whole round. They will start to move through short. They might dodge Cold. They might meet NQZ on his journey up the connector. First shot lands. 1 man left to finish off, and coldzera's coming back. TJP volleyed out from short, but he's ahead of it. He can fight this. coldzera swings, and coldzera wins. 13 on the board for 00Nation.
That one is going to leave just a pit in the stomach right there. That is just 3K for ADK and ASAP at the high end and 2.2 on the low. The loss bonus is 2,400 into the next. This is a miserable position to find yourself here. And this is latto's double up. How does he get away with 2? He even finds the 3rd here. TJP creeps up. He takes down 1. latto playing whack-a-mole, pops his head up, smashes another. And this is Rooster absolutely in the bin financially speaking. You can see what that means. Cold knowing now that this is not too far from the 2-1 scoreline here. Another timeout called as well. This feels like it is a little bit of a plague, right? The timeouts come through. It doesn't feel like it does Rooster any good. And I know they're being called by the nation. Oh dear. Only one round in the last 5 of play. This is it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's starting to get a little brutal.
We're getting there. It's going to take something massive in the next round to save them. 14-12 down after this one.
All right, you see that? You mastered that lineup?
I don't play Mirage.
No, me either.
Yeah. USP's pushing top mid.
But it's not worth it. It's just not. It's really...
There's one. Couple more make it bite. Couple more. Feed the beast. And now it's just ASAP. Left alone with the Deagle. And an impossible 1v5. He falls, and that's 00Nation with a flawless round up against the USPs to find 14.
All right, this is how this goes. Rooster have a buy. It's going to be slightly strapped either with util or firepower choice, right? Either Famus's in lieu to get the util, or the util is just going to be lacking and we'll have M4s instead. It's looking like it's going to be very M4 heavy here. ADK is trying to find himself a little something on the ground here. But you think about this round. If Rooster can win this, they'll have to win a follow-up gun round as well. That'll level things up 14-14, and 00Nation will have very bleak cash, and this could be all 30 with the bonus.
Aggressive.
Rooster, oh, that's a big one. That's a big find. That's coldzera on his own, immediately reacting in towards A.
Yeah, the full commitment comes through. 3 players spew out of the palace here, and lovely shot from NQZ. Brings it back to the 4-on-4. ADK needs to post numbers here. Smoked off, nade comes through, touchdown towards ASAP, and the bomb, that's in no man's land right now. Still a fighting chance, but they're locked out by this smoke towards connector. ADK doesn't care, and brings it back to the 3-on-3.
chelleos has been a bit of a hero in some of these rounds. Can he offer anything up here? Bested back in the spawn. Gonna leave it onto these 2 com players. Smoke in their way. They drop one of their own to try and move up behind this. Plant is for CT. And so 00Nation with this control, with 2 players sat back there. You've got to move quickly if you're Rooster. This is going to be a very rough 2-on-3 to try close out. The one thing that maybe helps them is this smoke on TJP. Could make life miserable, but with ADK out of the round now and TJP in this alone, 00Nation and moving on to 15, and there's nothing he can do about it.
Oh, it's rough. They managed to get the opening frag there as well. A nice call toward the top of middle, a 5-on-4, but a great reaction as well. coldzera calls an absolute blinder there. 3 players spewing out, knowing that the CTs are far removed from the A bomb side. They've committed towards the top of middle. They managed to trade out the frags. Excellent utility as well. And they find series point. They have 3 lifelines now to close this one out and save themselves from what looked like almost guaranteed elimination in map 2. 12-3 down on Inferno. On the CT side as well. Nuts.
It is a shame. This is a great Australian tragedy, this one.
Yeah, this will go down as one of the more painful encounters. They've got, what, a Scout, a FAMAS, an MP9 in what could be the final round.
It's pretty sad here, but good to see 00Nation mentally be able to turn this one around. I think you guys have highlighted a lot of the pitfalls for Rooster.
Yeah.
But I think as far as 00Nation go, this is the thing. This is why I think Yanko's saying Anubis was an embarrassing loss, is because it was. The fact that they could turn things around on Inferno, that's going to do wonders for the mental game. It's good to see some individuals making some right decisions. Even though there was moments where it was Rooster making the wrong choices, you still need to be able to capitalize on those wrong choices if you're 00Nation. And now to get things done here on Mirage, you got to be happy with that. I say through my teeth.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you know, it's a great showing of resilience from a squad that have given us some pretty quiet results thus far at the ESL Pro League, right? This is like one where we have all the guys stepping up, not just the coldzera show, getting good mileage out of everyone on the team right now. You know, 3 kill differential for the T side. It's a team effort.
Really is. And do we come to the logical conclusion now? 45 seconds, commitment towards the A site. Looking likely a player towards Palace, or towards Short. chelleos, bear in mind, only has the Scout as well. As they boost up, getting ready to pincer. In towards the bomb site. Time is running low, though. There is a fighting chance we can cause some damage here. The first scout shot does connect.
Oh, we've seen another, but Connector is corrupted. Moving in, 00Nation go a man down, but they quickly reclaim it. coldzera and NQZ with the killer piece. The MP9 of ADK is overran in at ramp, and TJP, he gave up the 1v3 in the last round. This time, it's a 1v4, turned 1-on-3 again. TJP, all that's left to do is die. 00Nation on the precipice of winning this one. They've just got to get past this one man. He's done a bit of damage. He's made it interesting. But as he's been whittled down, he's getting gamed with. coldzera around the boxes, finishes the job. And it's 00Nation taking this series and knocking Rooster out of the ESL Pro League.
Yeah, I have to agree with Chad. The mental fortitude they've shown to get over Inferno, take us to Mirage, even with the interesting storyline of the fumbled veto. What a journey it's been, boys. We had twists in the second map. It's been a whole thing, and unfortunately, it's Roosters going home. They are sent packing.
And that one is going to sting, right? Because they sacrificed.